Welcome to Module 32, Attacking a 2-3 Zone Defense, High-Low. There are many different ways to attack a zone defense. This module will teach you how to use a high-low to attack a 2-3 zone defense. Here are some key points about attacking a 2-3 zone with a high-low. As always, please allow us to set the stage for this module. In this first example, we will see the white team inbounding the ball. As a pass is made out to the corner, we can first see a shot fake from the player, which helps to freeze the defense. As we continue, we can see the white team gets themselves spaced out, and we can see the black team has settled into their 2-3 zone. Watch this player when we continue. We can see that he flashes into the gap between lines for the defense, receives the pass, and gets his body squared up to the basket, an incredibly important concept for the high post playing against a zone. The low post here has also done a good job to recognize that both of these defenders have moved out to the ball, leaving space behind them. It's also important to mention that this guard should recognize that the wing defender on his side here has collapsed in, and he should move out here to make himself available for an open three. Luckily, the high-low action is also on, and the player on the low block receives a quick dish for an easy layup. So, this was a great example of a flash into the gap by the high post, a quick square up to the basket, and great spatial awareness by the low post player who has moved into the space left open by the low middle defender. Here, we will see the white team set up in a 2-3 zone, and as the black team advances up the court, we can see their spacing has led to a large gap in the high post. As this player flashes out to the high post to initiate the high-low, we can see that he does not square up to the basket as he receives the pass. Had he done so, he would have been able to find a pass to this player, who has done a great job of recognizing that both the wing defender on his side here and the low middle defender here have both slid forward towards the ball. This has left space for him to come off the short corner where he currently is and receive an easy pass and layup. Let's also quickly point out the two wing players for the black team. If they kept a bit more spacing and positioned themselves between the lines of the white team, it could lead to even more gaps in the defense. As we continue again, we can see the black team resets their spacing, and as the ball is moved around, we can again see a player flashing in to the high post to receive it. This time, we can see the bottom middle defender here has stayed deep to guard the low post, forcing the wing defender here to drop in on the high post. As the wing player here in these situations, you should learn to quickly recognize when the wing defender on your side collapses in, as the player has done, and demand the ball. Unfortunately, the high post who has received the ball again isn't able to get fully squared up in order to be able to see this, and the black team again resets. While it's not always easy, the idea behind a high-low is pretty simple. Catch it in the high post, square up, and immediately take notice of how the defenders have shifted. In this last example, we will see the red team using a sort of hybrid high-low against the 2-3 zone of the white team. The ball is with the player at the top of the key, and we will see this player begin to move along the baseline. As the red team continues to move the ball around, we can see a high post flash and continued movement along the baseline from the low post. As the pass is eventually made into a player who has flashed into the high post, let's look at a couple of things. First, the movement of the low post player, now in the weak side corner here, has opened up the short corner for a potential cut. More obviously, this wing defender has slid out to the ball, making a pass to this player a great option. However, it comes a bit late, and the red team now resets their spacing. Let's pause here. Because of the constant movement and high post penetration from the red team, we will see a baseline drive from the ball handler, followed by a dive here, which results in an easy layup. So, while the high-low action didn't directly result in a basket, it slowly helped spread out the 2-3 zone to create the space for the drive and the dive. Please move on to the lesson to work through what we've learned in the video.